What's up, guys? Welcome to Smallest Outdoors. Alright, so I got a few more tips and tricks for y'all. I haven't really got into my tackle box ever since I got back from me and Ethan going fishing in East Texas. And so now I'm to the point where it's time for me to go through my boxes and throw away a bunch of crap. I threw away all the trash already, so I'm not going to make a video of how to clean out a tackle box. But instead, I have a few more new lures, so now I have to find places for them and stuff. So I got all my stuff here. But before I go into all that, my first, I call it my professional trick. The first one, let me set y'all up real quick. There we go. Alright, so my first trick on my Carolina, rig ups on my worms. I told y'all when you move the hook down farther away from the weight, that it makes the bait fall slower or faster. And so I just wanted to show y'all this before I got into it. Before y'all, how do I do it? Or, I'm sorry, I'm all mind jumbled this morning. Anyways, so here's my first. I've got a reaction creature bait to it. I think it just perfect. It just falls perfect. I think. I've thrown it into a pool. I've seen how slow it falls. It falls, fairly quickly, but not too quickly. But even then, so that's about 3, maybe 4 foot leader to start your Carolina rig off on. And by the way, the creature baits that I have on these hooks is I'm sorry, someone caught me off guard on the TV. I was like, did they just cuss in that country song? Anyway, so the creature baits I have on it, I will not tie on a regular worm onto a Carolina rig. It's kind of stupid to me. I can just do a Texas rig and get the same effect, technically. Or I can go weightless and have the way to do it. Anyways, so getting back into it, I've got about a 6-inch fall radius. Also, how I did these was a 4/0 hook, offset, not Texas rig or a regular worm hook. 12-pound monofilament fishing string. That's what I used as the leader. And then a regular barrel swivel. But on the barrel swivel, I did not tie a polymer knot. I tied a clinch knot. It's I've never pulled off of a swivel because I've always tied a clinch knot. I've never pulled off of a hook using a polymer knot. So I'm old school. I believe in certain knots are for certain things. My clinch knot most definitely is going on the barrel side of these. But this right here is a good 6 to 8 inch, leader, perfect. Now right here is a little bit longer. It's about 1.5 feet. Still, I put a Magnum Lizard on it. It's a great bait to use, especially in open water. Most definitely. But anyways, so the hack here is you wrap them up and you throw them in your tackle box. And they're ready for you. You can just do a hook if you're not ready to put on what baits you want on there. You can do it accordingly. Just do the hook and wrap the line around the shaft of the hook. But that's my first life hack into that. And as well as, if you want to label them, however you want to do it, fine, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna pressure y'all into how to run your tackle box. I just believe it's a whole lot quicker putting on a barrel swivel to an actual, I forget what they call them. But just to stick it on there, clamp it on, crimp it down, and it's good to go instead of having to retie. And it takes forever because you got to tie 3 knots. You got to tie the top side of the barrel swivel. You got to tie the bottom part of the barrel swivel, and also the actual hook. But you would have to tie 4 knots if you did it with the clasp. I think that's what it's called, a clasp that you stick on. I don't have any in my box. I can't believe I ran out of them. But that's an interesting part of all this. Okay, most definitely for a Carolina rig set, just a time saver for y'all. So that's my tip of this. Okay, I'll see y'all next video, and we'll get into this tackle box.